Meanwhile, a military memo reviewed by CBS News found Iran appeared to surveil the center where Iran struck and killed 6 American service members in Kuwait. Live to CBS News national security coordinating producer James LaPorta. So, James, what else are you learning from this exclusive reporting?
Yeah, thanks for having me. So we need to go back to the beginning, prior to the U.S.-Israel strikes on Iran. In preparation for these strikes, as the U.S. military was moving military hardware and assets into the Middle East region, they were also thinking about force protection for troops. Defense Secretary Hegseth described this plan the other day in his press conference. He called it the getting off the X. In military parlance, that simply means moving troops away from where they would normally be targeted in order to safeguard them. And so what we've learned from this memo is that these troops that had migrated down to this tactical operations center, which was basically trailers surrounded by some 6-foot T-walls, that they were moved there as a part of that getting off the X plan. What I was told is that that's a good idea. However, what they didn't know is that they were under surveillance at the time. Our reporting shows that this internal Army memo was that they were likely being monitored in those movements down to this tactical operations center through intelligence capabilities, but also that smaller quadcopter drones are being used to watch and conduct reconnaissance of that port prior to them being hit by an Iranian drone.
Well, and there's also the headline today that I've got to ask you about, because we know that there are mothers and fathers out there who have their children in harm's way. CBS News has learned that Russia is actually sharing intelligence with Iran. What do we know about how serious of a situation that is?
It's incredibly serious. The reporting originally came out from the Washington Post. CBS News was able to match that reporting today to confirm that Russia is sharing intelligence with the Iranians, particularly as it relates to U.S. assets. So that's military hardware. That is static positions that the U.S. military has strategically placed in terms of targeting Iran. And so the big question there is, not only for families, but how does that factor into the calculus of another war that's been going on for at least the past 4 years when Russia invaded Ukraine? Does that change the calculus of, there's been ongoing negotiations to try to end that war? And so really what we're watching to now is, does that change the White House's approach to how they're negotiating with trying to end the Russia-Ukraine conflict?
James LaPorta with some exclusive reporting. Thank you so much for all of your work. We appreciate you so much. Hope to see you back here on CBS News 24/7.